Welcome to another episode of Goal Setting Mondays with the Loan Signing System, where every single Monday I jump onto Instagram Live to help signing agents build their businesses. This originally started out of helping notaries set specific actionable goals to help reach their dreams, but it's turned into a lot of, Mark, give me some advice. Mark, give me some one-on-one coaching. Mark, help me what to do. So I'm so glad you're here. If you're here for the very first time, it works just like that. There's a little add camera button right here. You get on live with me. We can talk about whatever you want to help build your signing agent business. But ultimately, at the end of our conversation, I'm going to have specific goals and strategies for you to do, for you to have on the following week, so to hit your accomplishments. Because remember, a goal without a plan is just a dream. So glad you're on. Welcome to everyone who's brand new to the Loan Signing System page. I'm so excited about helping you build a business that you can change your life and have a legacy and help your family. And remember, this business is all about bringing value. You bring value to somebody else, they bring value to you. That's how you grow a business. So who do we have on first today? Let's go with my girl, Tiffany M. Miles. We're on. Kimya, what's up? Let's go. Carrie, hello. Princelle, hello. I got Tiffany Miles. What up, T? What up?
What's up?
First up, I had the pleasure of giving you hugs and knowing you and seeing you at conference. It's so good to see you again, to inspire everybody here. How much money are you basically making on a monthly basis?
$10,000.
$10,000. I hope everybody hears that. We are talking to a $10,000 a month signing agent. I want you to be inspired for two reasons. Tiffany makes $10,000 a month. She's a six-figure signing agent, but she's on here trying to get some mentoring and coaching and advice because the smartest people in the room realize they're not the smartest person in the room. So, girl, let's get at it. Where are you at? What are goals? Let's talk.
So this Friday, I have third title company that I am going into. I was connected to them through my a loan originator that I'm cool with in a networking group. So Friday, I have a luncheon with 2 EOs and 3 escrow assistants.
Okay.
So I'm providing lunch. They want to sit down. They want to talk. And they asked me, when was I available? I said, all the time.
Love it, love it, love it. So what's your game plan on going in? Do you need help with that? What I want to coach you on right now is going into this appointment. Remember, right, the loan signing system ways to give value. You are at conference, right? So, I mean, what I want you to do when you walk in there is already have some people that you can connect them with, some ideas on who you can kind of help them get business with. If that's how you lead the conversation after you drop off lunch, they're going to love you. Don't jump in with, oh, I don't miss signatures. Oh,
They want me to stay for lunch.
Say it again.
They want me to stay for lunch.
Good. That's my point. So in the conversation, it should always be about helping build their business. So
okay.
That's the point I'm trying to make, right? A lot of signing agents want to go on and say, oh, how great I am. My advice is leave that for the latter part of the conversation. Don't lead with that.
Okay.
So you should already have your network of loan originators, realtors, and people that you can kind of connect dots for them. Remember what you learned at conference. I want to give away all the goodies.
No, I got it.
Remember, your job is to be a connector, right? So that's how you should start the conversation. It isn't, oh my gosh, I'm Tiffany, I'm the best signing agent in Arizona. It is, I'm Tiffany, I'm here to help you grow your business. Does that make sense? So
yes.
Have a real specific game plan, though, with how you can help them grow their business. So now on Friday, think about who you can connect, about who you can introduce to. So when you walk in, it's not this, oh, how can I help your business grow? It's, here's how I can help your business grow. Okay. Remember that. So between now and Friday, you should have a very clear-cut plan on how you can help their business grow, and then end the conversation with, I'm available to go anywhere, I'll do anything, et cetera, all the other good stuff you already know about. But my best coaching I can give you is have a detailed plan before you walk in. Don't go like off the cuff. Like, look, I can connect you with this person, I can connect you with that person. Here's their phone number. Here's how much business they do. So if you walk in with like, oh my gosh, like, you want to help me build my business, it's game over.
Okay, got it.
Okay, easy enough, easy peasy.
Yes,
I'm excited
ready
for you, girl. I mean, look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't want you resting on your laurels. I want you to set up another title appointment before the end of the week. That's the goal I want for you. Friday's great, but your job is start stacking these appointments, start stacking these lunches. So go inside a local real estate agent's office. You learn some of the tricks of the trade on when they do their sales meetings and how you go in.
Right.
Maybe my point is, this is an amazing one. It's already in the books, but I want another ambitious goal for the week. So
Okay.
the ambitious goal I want you to have for the week is to somehow set up another lunch or meet and greet at the minimum of somewhere in your area. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
Can we commit to that?
Yes, I can commit to it.
All right, girl. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's it. I just at least wanted to let you know. So
Let's
you're aware. Yeah,
go!
let's go.
Okay, so remember, your game plan is one meeting, new lunch meeting this week sometime. Number 2 is really having a structured conversation with them on how and who you can introduce them to. So be
Will do.
specific, be structured, walk in there and just knock their socks off.
I will. Thank
All
you.
right, girl, go get it,
Thank you.
bye! I love it. I love it. Right out of the gate, a $10,000 a month signing agent making moves. I hope you got some good value out of that conversation I had with Tiffany. Who do we have up next? Let's go with Anquel. Let's go, Anquel. Tell me if you are there. Wow, what an amazing way to start off the goal setting Mondays with the loan signing system. I love the congratulations. I love each supporting each other. What's up? What's up? It's Mark.
No way! Oh my gosh, I don't want to waste anyone's time. Let's get to it. My name's Angel. I'm a notary in Bay Area. I just quit my job yesterday, my daytime job, because I realized that I could be using my time better being a notary. And so anyways, last month I made $7,000 and I took a week off for vacation to Mexico, and I was working at my daytime job too. And it's just crazy. What are the possibilities from this month now that I'm full time? And so I just want to know, Mark, how can I structure my day? Because even today I have signings, I did my marketing, I dropped off docs, I picked up another office today. But you know, it's kind of all over the place and there's no real structure.
Yeah. Well, that's just great. And first off, congratulations, $7,000. I mean, part-time.
I'm so happy.
Everyone is
1 week off.
And a week off.
I'm not even like a veteran. I just started late January. So anyone can do it. You can do it. This is a sign that you can do it.
Good. I love you inspiring everybody else. That is the LSS way. Okay, so there's one really big thing I want you to bring into this new full-time career, okay?
Yes.
There is a difference. I want you to hear me on this.
Yes.
There is a difference between being busy and productive. Okay? Busy are items that move your business in a micro moment. Being productive are actions that makes leaps and bounds. So what a lot of new signing agents do when they go full-time, they do busy work. They worry about their leave behinds. They worry about their flyers. They worry about their business cards. They worry about scheduling 3 or 4 different network events. They do all the busy work, but none of the productive work. Does that make sense? And it's an easy trap to fall into because now all of a sudden you have so much time. See, when you are part-time, you're forced to be productive, right? You're like, I only have 2 hours, so I got to fit as much things I can in 2 hours. Now, all of a sudden, you have 8 hours. And so it's easy to fall into the busy route, not the productive route. Does that make sense? So the first thing I want to do is when you become more structured, which we're going to talk about, is making sure you're putting in productive actions, not busy actions. Don't worry about your business cards. Don't worry about your flyers. Don't worry about your leave behinds. Your goal is to make a list of every title company where you live. Your goal then is to memorize that script. Your goal is to gratitude. Your goal is to hit at least 2 or 3 title companies every single day. That is productive work. Does that make sense? All the things in between doesn't matter, girl. Everyone needs to know how amazing you are. Your job is to just literally Google title offices near you, Google real estate agents offices near you, Google open houses, and then create a plan of attack on how you're going to hit those, right? So maybe it's you take the ones that are closest to your home. Then you go in the next ring. Then you go in the third ring. But the point I'm trying to coach you on right now is make sure every action you do is productive, not busy. That's going to be the key to scale you to $10,000 a month, because it's going to be very easy for time to get away from you. Because when we're part-time, like I said, we're forced to be productive, right? You're like, I got 2 hours. I got 60 minutes at lunch. So you're forced to be productive. But when you have 8 hours, you're like, well, let me take a little bit longer to do the dishes today. Let me take a little bit longer to work out, right? You know what I mean? And all of a sudden your 8 hours turns into 5 hours when you almost got more done in 2 hours than you did 5 hours because you're productive, not busy. Does that make sense? So as this has opened up to you, it's really key. So what I'm really going to coach you on is self-discipline. It's very easy to let time get away with you, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of time. So your job is to be self-disciplined. That's really what's more important than structure. It's self-discipline. I don't need to be washing dishes for the next 45 minutes. I need to be in the gym for 60 minutes. That's it. I need to hustle home. I need to put on my going out outfit. I got to get all my gratituding done the night before. See, what happens sometimes is, you have all the time in the world. So you wake up in the morning and you get all your gratituding stuff together. By the time you're done with your gratituding, it's noon, right? And you're like, oh my gosh, instead of getting it done the night before, so right when you wake up at 8 a.m., you're out the front door. Does that make sense? So it's discipline that's going to be the hardest thing for you to make that transfer, because when you were forced to be disciplined because you only had 2 hours a day, it's easy. But now you're like, oh my gosh, I can go to the gym for 90 minutes. I can, take longer to do breakfast. I can take longer. I can do lunch with my man. You know what I mean? But those things eat away at building a business. Does that make sense? So the biggest key here is to really make sure that you're really disciplined over the next 4 to 6 weeks, because you want to create the momentum, right? Momentum creates momentum. Once you get one title company, you get 2, you get 4, you get 8, but it's creating the momentum that's hard. So your goal right now is to realize self-discipline. Make sure that you're going to the appointments you need. Make sure that you do a lot of your stuff in the evening, so when you wake up in the morning, you can jump out the front door. Does that make sense? Because a lot of times people will like, you know what, since I have all day tomorrow, I'll just wake up and get everything together in the morning, and all of a sudden half your morning's gone.
Right.
When that's moments you should have been actually marketing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And Mark,
Cool.
one very quick question.
Yeah.
So when I, do my marketing to an escrow office that I've never been to, of course, I bring my food, the bagels, things like that. But when I market to them again the next week, I feel like I should bring something. If I go empty-handed, I feel like I'm wasting their time, because they're super busy and they're hardly looking up, and they're trying to give me attention, but they can't. So I don't know what to do. I remember in your course you said just say hi, but I feel like I'm lacking.
Yeah, well, let me tell you this, okay? As you make this bridge and being a business owner, I want you to start trusting your gut more. What's your gut say?
Don't do it.
Well, no, so what do you mean don't do it? Like when you just said, Mark, should I bring them in the second time? What does your gut say that you should do?
Bring every week.
I just broke up. Say that again. Oh, you're breaking up. Uh-oh.
I said to bring something every week.
Then do it. So my point is, trust your gut, girl. Okay? I think a lot of times, signing agents who make that next step. Go on.
Oh, sorry. So, let's say the first time I go into the escrow office, bring bagels. Next week, maybe give them $5 gift card. Next week, another gift card. Like something like that?
Trust your gut.
Okay.
Trust your gut. Well, I mean, like I said, I want you to answer that question. The best coaching I can do is help you trust your natural business building instincts. Does that make sense? Now, yeah. I'm going to end with this, okay? I'm going to end with 2 things. A little bit of coaching. Remember, I do not teach you to buy somebody. What I teach you is to show gratitude. When you walk into a title company the second or third time, like you said, they're busy. They're looking down at the computer trying to give you time. You should be like, I want to say thank you for the time you're giving me. So I want to get outside of your head of just, oh, I want to give $5 Starbucks. That's not the attitude. That's not the mindset I want you to have. It is when you go in the second or third or fourth and fifth time, it is, look, I know you're busy. I know the last thing you want to do is listen to that notary come back in here again. Because of that, I want to say thank you for that time. Here is what I want to show my gratitude with. Does that make sense? So make sure you're not just dropping off and leaving, because you're A, doing something that I don't teach. B, they're feeling like they're being bought. C, it becomes not authentic at all. So at the minimum, it is, look, here is this, because I want to say thank you so much for the 10 minutes that you're giving me right now. Does that make sense? So remember, it's called gratituding for a reason. You're thanking them for that moment. Does that make sense? Oh, she's breaking up again.
Got it.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to let you go. You're
Thank you
breaking
so
up
much,
real
Mark.
estate.
Yes,
Hey,
it made sense.
you want to
Thank
do
you.
at least one title company a day. You're welcome. Bye. I love it. I love it. From part-time to full-time. Man, what a great start off. Let's get someone else on right now. Okay. I just got someone else. Dat, I think that's your name. I just see your Instagram name. This is amazing. So glad. My man, what's up? What's up?
What's going on, Mark? Could you hear me good?
You tell me, bro. You tell me. Got some follow-up to do with me? Talk to me.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually new here. Some new stuff I've been working on last week. So I did a sign-in for somebody on Saturday, and I spoke with the real estate agent while I was doing the sign-in, and she told me that she has another house that she needs to sell as well, that she's using the same broker with. So I actually have the broker's number now, but I do want to give him a call. As well as a couple other loan officers that I do have to call today before the day ends. So, but that's basically what I'm working on right now.
All right, look, I mean, what I just kind of coached, Angel on, and coach you on, man. Your job is to stop being busy and start being productive, bro. That's what builds businesses. Like, you can tell me till your face turns blue what you should do. You should have already done that, right? You know what the next steps are. You know what I mean? The only
absolutely.
difference between a six-figure signing agent and a $5,000 a month signing agent is a six-figure signing agent doesn't put off till tomorrow what can be done today. A six-figure signing agent doesn't put off next hour what they have time to do right this moment. Does that make sense? Because the difference between a six-figure and a seven-figure signing agent is they understand that they got to be productive with every moment of the day. Because the moment you hang up with a realtor you got a lead on, you should be working on the next lead. You should be working on getting the next lead. And that's really the difference between a signing agent that makes 10 grand a month and a signing agent who can't scale past $6,000 a month. It's just realizing that every moment of the day counts on building the business. So you already know what you got to do, man. Look, you said it to me. There's nothing I can coach you on. My only coaching is stop thinking and start doing. Okay? The action is what creates success. Action creates confidence. Action creates results. So, my man, you got to stop being busy, start being productive. And let's build this business to $100,000 this year, man. You got the tools. You got the skill set. You know what I mean? It's just really, making sure that you're productive and not busy. And that's the same thing I was teaching, coaching Angel on is, taking the moment of, am I being busy or am I being productive? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So if you can just really coach yourself and it really comes down to self-discipline, by the way. I'm like, look, I got a realtor's number. I got a broker. I got 2 LOs. Like, what am I waiting for? Like, let's hit them up. Let me bring them value. Let me go gratitude to them. Like, you got the game plan, excuse me. It's just time to go execute, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. So I'm gonna end with you with this. Is those 3 people you mentioned, I want those phone calls, emails out of the way by the end of the day. Can you commit to that?
I could commit to the next 2 hours.
Okay, just you get done with. Remember, I'm going to end with this. Bring value. You're an LSS student, man. So the first words out of your mouth should be, oh, I'm great. That should be like the 4th thing out of your mouth. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The script and everything should be the 4th thing. The first thing should always come out of your mouth is, how can I help your business? Here are the steps I can do to bring value to you. Remember, do that. You're going to make a ton of money.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Get out. Let's go.
I will.
Man, I love it. I love it. Back to back to back. Beth Craig, let's get you on now. Let's see if Beth can jump on here. What a great start to the loan signing system goal setting Mondays. If you're brand here, I just jump on. What up, B? Oh, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Everyone's
Can you hear me now?
Connection issues today.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Yes, I can. You got to get a good spot so we can talk.
Okay. Yes. I don't know if you remember me from like a month ago. I went live with you.
Okay.
And I was going into my first week of direct marketing when we last talked. So since then, I've got 3 directs now on their preferred notary list.
Hold on. I want everyone to be inspired by that. My girl B, 4
Okay.
weeks ago started marketing direct, and now she has 3 direct contacts.
Yes.
Get it, girl. Let's go.
Thank you.
Drop a little clapping emoji in the comments below. Let us know you feel this.
Thank you.
This
Thanks
should
so
be
much.
inspiring. Okay, so talk to me. Where are we at right now?
So right now I'm just waiting, I guess. Like, so I've gotten confirmation from all of them that I'm on their preferred list. So I'm wondering, what do I do now?
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me ask you. Let me try to bring this. You know, I love my analogies, right? So, are you married? Do you have a boyfriend? Have you
I'm
talked?
married.
Okay, so remember the courting process when you got married, right? So your husband asked you out. What was the next move?
A couple dates, and then we started
And
to
he's
get more serious.
and he's calling you every day, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, girl, that was amazing.
Yeah.
So the point I'm trying to make is building a business relationship is no different than building a personal relationship. So you and your husband had a great first date, right?
Yeah.
What was your husband's next move? To call you up, ask you how you were, ask you how you like, right? I'm guessing it was
Yes.
something like that.
Yeah. Following up,
So,
so I didn't forget about him.
so what should you do?
Follow up so they don't forget about me.
That easy.
Yeah.
Don't overthink it. That makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
Yeah.
Literally, too many times new signing agents think building a business relationship is different than building a personal relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you just hit it on the head when you said he followed up with me, so I didn't forget about him.
Mm-hmm.
What should you do with the escrow offices?
So I know I need to follow up, but my question was, should I go in person?
What's your
And
hold on? What's your gut say?
yeah, go in person.
Got to trust your gut. You already know how to build a business. You know
I
what I mean?
know. I guess to go deeper, when I go in, am I just saying, hey, like,
What did your husband say on the follow up? Hey,
hey, how's
that's
it
my
going? Just
point.
chatting it up. Okay.
So what should you
Okay.
do?
Same
Hey,
thing.
chat it up. See, I'm trying.
Yeah.
You have the answers. My job as your coach is to pull them out of you. You know what I mean? You know what to do. It's to trust your gut and just do it, girl. Like
Okay.
you have a beautiful smile. You have amazing energy. I can feel it. They need to
Thanks.
see it again. Right?
Yeah.
They need to feel it again. Just like your husband, he had to make you feel like, remember how good our first date was? Remember when
Yeah.
I made you laugh? Like, it's more of a reminder. You don't need to say anything new.
Okay.
Right? You just need to remind them, I'm here. Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
don't overthink the follow-up process.
Okay.
Okay. Now, what I'll end with this is, you have a script, right? So
Yeah.
you're still just repeating the script. That's
Yeah.
it. Right.
Yeah.
So you don't need to like make up a new script. You don't need to make just like say the same, like your husband when he was courting you. It was just reminding you of like what makes him great, right?
Yeah.
Reminding you that he was funny, reminding you that he was thoughtful.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Okay.
Same concept. Okay. Now,
Okay.
remember, I think it was Angel 2 people ago was like, Mark, should I bring some gratituding in? Yes. Like
Yeah.
you're
I
building,
heard that.
my guess is your man brought you flowers at some point. Like people feel good, right? So
Yeah.
just do the same thing when you're building a business relationship and you're going to crush it.
Okay. And I'll add too. So all of the EOs that were like, yep, we got you on our list. I haven't actually met them in person. I just talked with their receptionist.
Mhm.
So, but we've been like vibing over email. So I guess I can go in person and say, I wanted to just show my face in person and hey, yeah, and just vibe in
You,
person.
you are the best business card for your business.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I empathize that emails are easy, right? Sending
Yeah.
texts are easy.
Yeah.
Do what's not easy and watch your business grow.
Yeah.
Right? The
Sure.
reason this business is easy to build is most signing agents won't do what it takes to build it.
Yeah.
Most signing agents just want to hit accept on a telephone call. Most signing agents don't want to follow up. Most signing agents but I can get you to remember why you chose to build this business, why you chose to become a signing agent, why you chose to do this. I can get you to push past some of those things that are hard, and you'll realize that it's actually not that hard at all. It's got to get out of that comfort zone. That's my point, girl.
Because actually, it's getting addicting now.
That's
like,
right.
Yeah, it really is. Meeting new faces and putting myself out there. It's become like fun. So do you have a goal for me for this week?
Yeah, let's go.
I guess. Well, no, not I guess. I'm going to go to those 3 directs, introduce myself in person, say hey, just vibe with them, and Oh, and I also want to try to catch a signing service too,
Love it.
because I keep missing them. I'm not fast enough. So
But remember, I'm going to coach you on that.
oh,
When you get a text message, okay, first off, the goal is this. Let me back up. So the goal is to follow up. How many you have? 3 you have to follow up with, right?
yeah.
Okay, so I need you to commit to me and everyone. There's 200 people watching right now.
Yeah.
There'll be like 5,000 by the time this video airs. You're
Yeah.
going to commit to all of us that you're going to follow up with those 3 in person.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Number 2 is, remember, girl, it's not against the law to call up a notification. You get a notification, Google the name of the signing service. I tell you what to say. You just got to say it.
Okay. So even after that, it says like it's taken, just still call them? Okay.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Trust your gut, build your business, be authentic, be you, and you're the best business card that you can give your business.
Okay.
All right, girl, go get him. I'll talk to you in 4
Thank you.
Just chop on again. Let's go.
I will. Okay. Thank you.
I love it. I love it. You know, the theme of today, before I go to the next notary signing agent, I think is just trusting your own gut, right? A lot of us know the right moves that we should take, but we double guess ourselves. And I'm telling you, get confident in your decisions, because your decisions 8 out of 10 times are correct. So if you believe in what comes naturally instinctive, you'd be surprised at how fast your business is going to grow. Who do we got next? Let's go with Leah. See if we got Leah coming up. But yes, you know, remember, most of us know what to do, but because what we want to do tends to be a little bit out of our comfort zone, we tend to not do it. But our first gut reaction or instinct is 9 out of 10 is the right decision. You got to ask yourself, well, am I only not making this decision because I know it's the tougher of the decisions? I hope that clicked. Okay, so Leah doesn't want to jump on. Let's do Jacqueline Godera. Jacqueline, are you there? I'm wondering if this business can be done in an attorney state. Girl, we have so many attorney state students. What up, what up, what up? Hi,
Hey.
Nancy, what up?
How are you?
I am good. I always see like this much of your head. There we go. There we go. Well, tell me you got some follow-up good news for me, girl. Talk to me.
So, I've been signing since May.
Okay.
I did like 3 signings, and then
Hold on. Those your first 3 signings?
yeah, in May, because I
let's
started like
let's go, everybody. Let's go.
yeah.
Okay. So, talk to me. Where are you at in your business, and what? How can I help you move it forward?
So I guess I've been seeing a pattern. Like I've been, doing it part time. Like 8 in June, then 7 last month in July. I've been doing direct marketing also. Stepped into a couple of escrow companies.
Okay.
So I guess I want to do a mix of like both, like direct and signing
Perfect.
services. I guess I'm ready to do more signings. Like
Yeah.
I feel kind of stuck.
Yeah, well, look, I'm going to be very honest with you. With all your students, your effort has to match your goals. Like, you can want more signings, but if you're not putting the effort into it, then you're just talking out loud, right? So, girl, look, you want more signings. Let's get to work. You have a script. Google title offices near you. Show up with some gratitude. Just say the words I taught you to say, and repeat. Too many signing agents overthink the business. It is. People don't know you're open for business if you don't tell them.
Right.
It's literally don't overthink it. It's literally that simple. Now, how to be honest, I'm a grown man. How long did it take for you before you decided to buy my course? How many months? How many weeks? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? How many times? How long?
I don't know.
Okay.
It was a process.
It was a process.
Like the whole
Perfect. You
thing.
said it better than me. It's a process. So
Yes.
What do you think it's going to take for an escrow officer to use you? It's a process. That's what I'm trying to coach into you right now. It's too many. Look, it took you 30 days to buy my course. It has a money back guarantee. Why? Because you needed me to build trust with you. You needed me to show up a few times. You needed me to answer your questions, right? All normal. So what do you think an escrow officer needs from you? The same process. Does that make sense? So look,
Right.
if you want more business, be patient, be consistent, and go market your face off, girl. Let's go. I mean, look, I
Okay.
love you want more business. I love it. Now your actions need to speak it. You can tell me
Yeah.
until your face turns blue, Mark, I want more business. But what are you doing to get more business? How are you following up with the people who you've already introduced yourself to? Does that make sense? Like, it took me 30, 45, 60 days for you to buy my course. That's money back guarantee, right? That's normal, by the way. So what I'm
Yeah.
trying to make you understand is maybe the escrow officer needs that same effort.
Build the relationship.
That makes sense. I had to do it with you, right? So
Yeah.
what makes you any different doing it to signing service? I mean, the escrow officer. Does that make sense? See, a
Right.
lot of new signing agents like you were like, Mark, I mean, I walked into an escrow office. How come I don't have my first signing? And I'm like, because they might need to see you again. You know what I mean? So, girl, I'm proud of you. You just have to understand that sometimes people need to see you more than one time. That's it. Okay? That doesn't mean that you're a bad signing agent because they didn't use you the first time they saw you. Okay? You just got to understand that sometimes purchasing means seeing something or someone a few times before they make the decision. So what's your goal? If you know that people need to see you 2 or 3 times before they hire you, what do you have to do?
Stop in again, say, hey, I'm here.
It's not
Take
that hard.
another gift.
It's not that hard. So you get it. Don't be discouraged. A lot of times I meet you new students who are like, well, Mark, I haven't built my business yet. I'm like, you've only went in one time. Like, okay,
Okay.
you know what I mean? So I'm proud. What I love is you now understand that you can make money in this business. You get it. You've done 3, you've done 8, you've done 7. Like, you're to the point where you're like, dude, I get it. Now it's time to match your effort to match your goals. You just can't wish for more signings. You can't wish for more business. Go
I
in.
mean, I've done one signing like on one day, but I'm at that point where like I used to put the sticky notes like sign here. I'm not doing that anymore. Like,
Good. Proud of you.
don't think, I guess I've been progressing to it. I have that confidence now.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can do this,
Yeah.
I want to do more than one a day. Like,
So
and I want to go direct,
what do you got to do to go to direct?
go out there.
That's it. I mean, look, I can teach everything but the effort, right? I can tell you what to say in the follow-up. I can tell you what to say in the first initial meeting. But girl, the follow-up's on you. Going to more than one title company a day is on you. The only difference between a signing agent who makes 10 grand a month and a signing agent who still can't break 1,000, it's just effort. They're not better than you at all. Here's the truth. Every signing agent who doesn't miss signatures, dates, initial, we're all the same. The playing field's level. That's what makes this business great. What separates the signing agents is just effort. That's it. I told you what to say. I tell you what to do it, how to do it, girl, do it. You're amazing. I need you to believe. Say with me, I'm amazing.
I'm amazing.
Let's go.
Thank you.
All right, so here's my goal for you for this week. I want you to follow up with everyone you've already been in contact with. Okay? Can you commit to that? Okay? Face to face.
Yes.
Okay, number 2 on the goal sheet is it's only Monday, so I want 2 more title companies that you walk into. Can you commit to that this week?
So I've been to 3, and I have one that I've done direct with one of those companies.
I want
so
2 more. No, my goal is 2 brand spanking new ones. That's the goal for you. Can you commit to two new ones?
Yes.
Okay. And those 3 that you've been to, you need to follow up with all 3. So that's 5 title office to hit in 5 days. Can you do that?
Yes.
All right. I'll see you next week
I
then.
can.
I'll see you next week. Go get them.
All right. Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. I love it. I love it. We have signing agents all over the board. Let's go Elizabeth, Karen, and I believe it's Maida. So Elizabeth, let's talk to you. Man, what a great, great day. Look, you know why this business is so easy? It's because most signing agents don't get out of their comfort zone. If I can get you to get out of that comfort zone, it's so wide open. You're amazing. Look, we watch people sign the name 150 times. It's not hard. The hard part is making people realize you're open for business. The hard part is getting you to open that title office door and be like, hey, I'm Mark. I'm a great signing agent. Hey, I'm Brian. Hey, I'm Jamie. If I can get you to push past that comfort zone, no one knows you're open for business if you don't tell them. You are so good at what you do. Don't ever forget that. I don't care if you're brand spanking new in this business. If you just started following me, this business anybody can do. Every single home needs a notary. You should be that notary. Let's go. All right, so who's up right now? Who's up right now? Elizabeth. Oh, Fletch Almost, I love you. Notary, Notary Tim, let's go, man. Okay, so let's go. Elizabeth Craig, I tried 4 times to get you on. Let's go to LaShonda and then Karen. All right. Adonda, you're amazing. Let's go. I love this. I love. Okay, so I'm trying to invite people. Oh my God, what's going on? AZ Notary. Okay, let's go with Arizona 24/7. Let's get up. Let's go. The key to this business literally is believing you're great. That's it. Because once you believe you're great, you're going to walk through the title office door. I need you to believe in yourself because look, we watch people sign paperwork. It's such an easy business. Okay, so I want to go live. Who do we got here? Okay, I'm hitting you guys. If you guys are inviting yourself, you got to be on it. So when I hit you, oh, there we go. Who is it? Who am I talking to right now?
My name's Christine.
Christine, what's up? Talk to me, girl. Where are you at? And where are you at with your business?
I've been doing it since March. I'm going into March, April, May, June, July. So almost my 5th month. I'm just getting discouraged about. I went to one title company only so far.
Okay.
It's finding the time to actually do it because I have been doing a lot with signing services.
Okay.
So I just finished payroll, which I'm kind of proud of myself. 7,500. So it's awesome.
So how much money did you make last month?
7,500.
Did everybody just hear that? 7,500. Here's what's inspiring, Christine, is that's all the signing services. We got to get you going direct. So there's 2 things I heard. Okay, so let me do some coaching here. I don't know what you're discouraged about. You went to one title company.
I know.
Okay, so I want you to hear me on this. Okay. Discouragement comes from unrealistic expectations. Discouragement comes from unrealistic expectations. Did you hear me on that?
Yes.
So your job is to have expectations real so you know how to build your business. Step 1, if you cannot assume that everyone's going to hire you, that is expectation 1. Like, I cannot assume everybody's going to buy the loan signing system. Like, that's not real. Fair enough?
Fair.
Okay, so I can't get discouraged that people aren't buying my course because it's not real that everyone's going to do it. So when your expectations are aligned with being realistic, it's going to be easier to build your business. So that's first coaching, okay? So my first coaching to you is, girl, be patient. Okay, not everyone's going to hire you right out of the gate. Look, you're 0 for 1. Like, be discouraged when you're 0 for 20. Not when you're 0 for 1, right? Okay?
Makes sense.
But that's actually the easy part of the coaching. Here's the hard part of the coaching. You ready?
Okay.
So you said something where you said, Mark, how do I fit in my time because I'm so busy with signing services?
Yes.
Congratulations. That's a great problem to have. The advice I'm going to give you is not the advice I would give everybody, but I'm going to give it to you. So I want you to hear me. Maybe someone watching this right now is in your position.
Okay.
You have to not have a scarcity mentality. Right now, you need an abundance mentality. Okay. So this is the transition where you go for this right now is the only reason, by the way, you're not at $10,000. The only reason you're not at $10,000, you still believe that the signing you take is the last signing you have the opportunity for. Okay. You have to understand this. In order to go direct, you might have to take 2 steps back to take 4 steps forward. What do I mean by that? Maybe what you do is 3 times a week, 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock is marketing days. I don't care if you lose an appointment in that hour. You need to commit to yourself. I am so good at what I do. I know there's going to be more business. So if I say no to a signing now to market, I'm not losing $90, but I'm possibly gaining $10,000 more because that's a direct source that might give you business. Does that make sense?
That does, yes.
But you have a scarcity mentality. By the way, this is normal. This is why I'm coaching you. Is, like, oh my gosh, if I don't take it, I'm not going to get more business. If I say no, they're not going to call me again.
Yes.
You nod your head, right? And so what I need you to do is have an abundance mentality. right? I'm building something bigger and better, so it's okay to take a step back, which is losing a signing, to take 3 steps forward. That makes sense?
It does.
Girl, you're a loan signing system student. You know our ways. We got to believe there's more. The moment you believe there's less, guess what happens? There's less.
Yeah.
Okay? Believe there's more, and guess what? There's going to be more. So you're so busy. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's my coaching.
Okay.
I want you to look at your data, right? You're a business owner here. So let data drive your decisions. Okay, so I want you to look at the past 2 weeks.
Okay.
In the past 2 weeks, what has been the slowest part of your day? 8 to 9, 10 to 11, 12 to 2, 3 to 4. Do you see that? See what data I want you to get?
Okay.
So I don't want you taking off time from your afternoons at the busiest, because that's not a smart business decision. But what I want you to do is like, okay, look, because it might go, you have a calendar, right? So you can look at your calendar from the past 3 weeks. You're like, oh my gosh, every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 10 to 11, I do no appointments. So maybe this week, Tuesday and Thursday from 10 to 11, you're marketing. Now you have to commit to that. That's where the abundance mindset comes in. You're committing to 10, even if you get a signing in from your favorite client who pays you $175.
Okay.
You're like, no, I made a commitment to my business to market. Does that make sense?
I like the way
you make a commitment to your business to market. You got to take 2 steps backwards to take 4 steps forwards. Does that make sense? That's the abundance mentality. Look, I might be losing $100, but I'm actually doing something that's going to create me more revenue in 2 months, in 3 months ahead of time. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Yes. Yes. I didn't like that. Wow. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
You're so welcome, girl. I tell you what to say. You got to go say it. I'm going to end with this. Don't get discouraged. Like, your job as a business owner is to realize you have to get through some no's and get to some yeses. If you think everyone's going to give you a yes, girl, I have failed you as your coach. That's not real. Okay, I'm not going to sit here and tell you everyone's going to say yes, because that's not true. But if you can get 3 or 4 out of 10 people to say yes, you're going to build a 6-figure business.
Wow.
You hear me on this? You don't need 10 out of 10. If you get 4 out of 10, you will build a 6-figure business. You got to get to 10 though.
Yes.
Okay, you got to get to 20. See, most signing agents will quit after 2 no's. Girl, you're an LSS student. Let's go. All right, so here's my goals. This is Goal Setting Monday.
Okay.
Is I need you to commit to at least 2 title offices this week.
Okay.
Can you? There is 200 people watching right now. By the time this airs with repeats, 5,000 people are watching this. So I need you to commit in front of everybody. You're going to go gratituding with 2 new title companies, and you're going to talk to me next Monday.
I am. Yes. Yes.
All right. Say, I'm amazing. Say it with me. I'm amazing.
Amazing.
Let's go, girl. I'll see you next Monday, okay?
Mark, you're the best.
Bye. Amazing. Oh, my gosh. That was so awesome. I love when I meet you students building this business, going big, going large. Remember, nobody knows you are open for business if you don't tell them. It's literally what it comes down to. Some of you guys are like thinking about becoming part of this amazing industry. You're going to make so much money if you're not afraid to tell someone you're open for business. So many signing agents live behind the text. They live because, remember, you can get business by just answering text messages. She just told us she makes $7,500 a month to do so. If I can get you behind that phone, in front of that phone, excuse me, and tell people how great you are, you're absolutely going to crush this business. We got time for a couple more right now. Let's try to get, Karen's been waiting. Karen, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh man, what a great goal setting Monday. So excited to hear. For those who don't know, my name is Mark Wills. I teach notary signing agents how to make money in the loan signing agent industry. Every single home in America has to have a notary to close. Think about that for a second. Every single home in America cannot close without a notary. There's no reason why that home near you shouldn't be you as a notary public. Let's go. Okay, so Karen, no go on Karen. I'm going to try Karen one more time because she's been waiting so patiently. Karen's not going to jump on. Let's go to Arizona 24/7. Arizona 24/7. AZ Notary 247. Let's get you on here. My man.
My man, what's happening?
Man.
What's going
I didn't
on?
get a haircut yet, you know what I mean? You know.
Yay, what's up, Mark? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So tell me how much progress you've made since conference. Talk to me.
I got 3 direct signings, and I had a couple more, from signing service, but the direct, it was exciting.
I
Yes,
love it.
sir.
My
Yes,
man went to
sir.
conference. We talked about building a business from scratch. He's a barber. That's why I said I haven't got my hair cut yet. You know what I mean? But dude, okay. Well, let's talk about taking this to the next level, bro.
Yes.
So where are we at? How many
What I
title companies do we have on docket this week to talk? New ones you've never met? How many people do we have on the docket to follow up with? Like, let's talk through the actual business plan.
Okay, so I went back to those 2 companies that I got the directs from, and I made sure to take them some goodies and thank them for the gratitude for the work that they sent me. Also to distribute business cards and put a face with the signings that they gave me. The escrow officer, she marched me right in, and she introduced me to the branch manager, and they loved it. And so now my question for you is now to how do I strengthen the relationship with them,
Yeah. And the answer is very simple. Just keep going back in. Look, building a business relationship, and I've said some earlier today, is no bit different than building a personal relationship, because business is personal. Let's be honest. It feeds our families. Like it make it personal. So my point is just keep going back in there, man. But remember what you learned from conference and what is just the loan signing system way. Sometimes when you go back in, Mike, you're not asking for business. You're just like, yo, how was your weekend? Like mine was
Exactly.
great. Like, man, those
Right.
Suns, they really choked.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just giving you a bad time about them Suns. But my point is sometimes when you come back in, man, it's about nothing more than saying what's up. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the best way to deepen the relationship is just be a human being. Don't
Okay.
overthink it, right? You see what I'm saying? Like the goal is they don't, until they get to know Mike, the person, not Mike, the notary, you're always going to be just Mike the notary. You want to transfer from Mike the notary to Mike the human. Does that make
Got you.
sense? And the
Okay.
only way you do that is being by consistent and being in front of their face. Like, I don't know if you're playing ball or something, you meet some guy, like you're like, oh my gosh, we got to kick it. We got to hoop more together. And you call them up like, hey, I'm hooping this Saturday. It's just that those touch points, my point is. So
Right.
building a
Right.
business relationship is no different than a personal relationship. You know what I mean? You
Okay.
met those dudes that you just want to hang out with again. You're like, hey man, let's go grab a drink. Difference is there's no difference in building that relationship. That makes sense.
No,
So
totally.
that's the answer to your question. How do you deepen it? It's just be a human. Go back in. Go in 2 times a week. Like just go back in. I mean, look, the best part is, dude, the best part about you is that you're literally a barber full time, right?
Right.
Like offer to give some of their children free haircuts.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
No,
seriously,
totally.
like, exchange value. Like this
Right.
business should be like, how can I help your family? Right?
Right.
So like, look, I'm a full-time barber trying to transition to a full-time signing agent. I work over at AZ, over the whatever. Bring your kids in, man. Like I'll line them up for free. You know what I mean?
So in this instance, she literally, the escrow officer called me back while she was walking her dogs. So today when she emailed me, hey, I got 2 checks you need to pick up. I immediately asked her about her weekend and her dogs, you know what I mean? Just to, and I'll go pick the checks up, but
Yeah.
that was not my point in the email. My point was to say, how are you? And I hope you had a good weekend with your dogs, because that's what we talked about last time.
Yeah, I love it. And look, I'm gonna end with this is life is about exchanging value. So if you're a part-time signing agent right now, like Mike is, see if whatever your current job can bring the other person value.
Got you.
Your Mike is you're a hairstylist, right? Like what can you do that can bring value to them that what you currently do? Someone else is a dog groomer, maybe they exchange. I mean, like you be like, look, I'm a hair cutter, a barber by trade. If you need me to line up your son or
I was
let me know
scared to
whatever you do
mention
for your
too much
family.
of that because I didn't want to mention too much of that because I don't want them to think that I'm part-time and I'm not serious. I want them to actually think that and allude to the fact that I am 100%. And that's what I told them, because remember, I told you I bought that solar electric generator.
Yeah.
So I led with that.
Well, no, what I'd say is, and you don't need to say you're a full-time barber. Be like, look, I'm a barber on the side as well.
Right.
I've been doing this for years. Again, the coaching is just trying to figure out how to to give value. They have a
Yeah.
dog, maybe bring dog treats in. That was someone's recommendation in the comments.
Boom.
Boom,
Boom.
right?
You're
So
right.
what I love, but what your goal is, and I'm going to end with this, Mike, is to figure out how can I add value.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Add value. That's the goal. Whatever that looks like in your world. How
And I
can
got
I help your life and your business? And they'll give you business as a side effect of that. Does that make
okay.
sense? So the way you
Yeah.
build deeper relationships is just bring value to their life, man. Like whatever that is, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But dude, I'm
I got
excited.
one last question. It's
Yeah.
important. I got I got a signing service signing this week, and I went into the title office that I'd never been into. This was a chance to
Yeah.
introduce myself. So I went home from the barbershop. I made sure to, I was G'd up. But the
Yeah.
point is because I want to put on a great impression, how do I get that relationship going without stepping on the signing service person who gave me the opportunity?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I appreciate you taking the coaching, the loan signing system. You should never try to be stealing the business of the signing service for a couple reasons. The biggest reasons being that they would write remarks inside the platform. So they would tell other signing services, this notary is trying to take my business, don't hire them. So you don't ever want to take the business of the signing service because it'll prevent you from getting more notifications. So thank you for listening and taking that coaching. The answer is simple. When you go in and try to market to the title company of the signing service, just ask them to have the signing service keep hiring you through the signing service. So
Okay.
like, hey, I'm Mike. If you can keep requesting me through the signing service, I'd love to still work with you.
Okay.
It's
Got
not
you.
trying to take the business away from the signing service. It's just trying to make sure that they request you through the signing service. Does that make sense? Number
Yeah.
two, that will build a deeper relationship with the signing service owner. The
Right.
signing service owner, like, oh my gosh, thank you for not trying to take my business. In return, I'm going to give you more business. That's what this industry is about, man. It's always returning value. So go to the title company, be like, hey, I did signings through Sign Here Inc. But I'm not trying to take Sign Here Inc.'s business. I want to introduce myself. I'd love for you to recommend me for the next signing through Sign Here Inc. But I'm not here to try to undercut Sign Here Inc. I'm here to help just your business. Once you know who I am, I love working with Sign Here Inc. That is what you want to do. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yep.
Good question,
Thank
man.
you.
Good question. I'm glad everybody heard that coaching. Hey, Mike, I'm expecting big things from you, man. Remember, your effort has to meet your goals. Don't ride that momentum from conference,
Hey,
baby.
let's go. Let's
Let's
go.
go. All right, I'll talk to you in a couple weeks, man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. All right, I got time for one more person. Elizabeth Craig, you've been trying for a while. Let me try to get you on, but I only got 5 more minutes. Man, what a good day talking with signing agents from across the country. Okay, Elizabeth Craig, I am trying my best to get you on. All right, Elizabeth, I'm going to have to go with Evelyn Coates. Evelyn Coates, are you up? If not, I'm going to the one and only Brian Tate. All right, so Evelyn and what up?
How are you? Let
Okay,
me pull
first off,
over
girl,
real
I see you
quick.
driving, so be careful,
I know
please.
I'm pulling over right now.
Okay, so while you're
Okay.
pulling over, tell everybody where you're from and where you're at in your business.
Okay, so I am in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Last month was my biggest month. My goal was to get 1K, and last month, the last week of the month, I got $970. So I actually got 2.4K, which was incredible, super awesome.
Oh my
So
God, it's unbelievably awesome. Mississippi in the house.
Yes,
Let's
I'm so
go.
excited. What I want your advice on, I feel like this is such a critical point. So I've learned a little bit more about my market. The title companies in this area do not use mobile notaries almost at all. If they have something that needs to be done after hours, they give the docs to the signer and have the signer pay to get it notarized at UPS.
Okay.
So that is the norm here. I got a phone call on Friday from a loan officer from Dallas trying to find a mobile notary, and my name was the one that came up. So I'm super excited because it means there's no other mobile notaries working my area.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm having to convince title companies to not make the buyers pay to have their docs notarized, so that they should pay me instead.
Okay, 2 things. There's 2 things I heard. First thing is I want you to network with your fellow Mississippians. The first person who comes to mind is Norma Howard. She does like $8,000 a month. She's crushing it in Mississippi.
Yeah, I've reached out to her, but I haven't heard from her back.
Okay, tell her Mark told you to reach out, see if that changes anything. So here's what I want to say is, number one is you're getting kind of blown off. So, and I want to educate you. So let's say they have in-house closers, which they do. I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah.
But let's say they have 2 or 3 in-house closers. If a borrower cannot, if there's like 5 closings going on at the same time, they have no choice but to hire an outside signing agent. So your job is just to consistently tell them, look, if you need me for whatever reason, I am here. You're more top of mind marketing, okay? So you want to go in and just remind them. You don't want to get in an argument with them. You got to build that credibility, build trust. Because remember, you've walked in out of the blue. They don't know who you are yet, right? They need to learn why should they trust you? Why should the credibility happen? The very easy out is we don't hire outside notaries. That's not true. It's an easy out. I don't know if you're single or if you used to be single, but if you're ever trying to get a guy to quit hitting on you at the bar, you'd be like, I got a boyfriend, even though you don't got a boyfriend, right?
Right.
That equivalent is we don't hire notaries. That equivalent for signing agents is we do all signings in-house. So, which is semi-true. Your goal is just be like, look, I know you don't hire outside notaries, but if you ever get slammed, you have 3 in-house notaries, you have 4 appointments. I'd love to be that 4th person for you, just in case. If the buyers can't go to UPS, because think about the blow off a little bit. They can't come in. They tell the buyers to go to the UPS store. UPS stores usually close around 6. They're not always open at 8 p.m. So it's a little bit of a blow off, which is okay. Your job is to be educated enough to like, look, I just haven't built that credibility yet. I get it. So I need to keep going in week after week and make sure you understand who I am and the value that I can bring you. Remember, again, your loan signing system student, I've talked about it all day today, is bring value, right? So when you walk inside the title company, do you know somebody personally that's a loan officer, person that's a realtor? My guess is yes, right? How can you connect those 2 parties? The problem with new signing agents is we get in this mode of all I want is appointments instead of how can I help your business? That makes sense. So remember to go into the title company, okay, maybe the front end's not the walking and cold's not working. So my best friend's wife is or husband's a realtor. Maybe I should talk about maybe connecting the 2 title companies and see if I can create some synergy there. Let the title company know that was me that introduced them, right? Now you're no longer the notary who's trying to get business. You're the notary who's trying to build their business. Right. You see the mindset I need you to switch from. Stop going in the mindset of take, get in the mindset of give, and then you'll end up receiving. Does that make sense? So go through the course a couple more times, especially go through the course on the realtor. Did you buy the 6-figure course?
Yes, I did. I've actually spoken with a group of realtors before, and they all said they wanted to use me. And then when I told them, just let your title company know that, you would like me to be your notary, the closing coordinator for the group of realtors said, oh, we don't do that. We do what title company
hold on. So here's where you're failing your business, okay? You're going in trying to convince everybody of something. And that's why I wanted you to go back into the 6-figure course, rewatch the video on how to market to realtors. Again, how can you bring value to a realtor? So go back into your network of realtors and help their business. To think of you would then figure out how to get you involved. But right now you're asking something for nothing.
Right.
That makes sense? You're a loan signing system student, girl. We're about giving value. So go back into the course, watch the How to Get Realtor business, see what I tell you on how to give value to a realtor. I can't say that on Instagram Live. Not everyone's students. I want to, respect your investment. But go back in there, and I tell you specifically, do this to bring value to a realtor. Offer that instead of asking them for business. Does that make sense? If you're helping them every weekend, do you think they might go, you know what, shoot, I'm going to go in and force them to use you because I'm so appreciative of this. Does that make sense? Marketing is not just about convincing somebody to buy. Marketing could be exchange of value.
Right.
So let me have you start thinking like that, and I think you're going to crush this business. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Did I help you a little bit today?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Okay. So your goal for this week is to help one of those two people I mentioned, whether it's a realtor or whether it's a title officer, figure out how to do it, help them, then report back to me how conversations have changed.
Okay, thank you.
All right, go get them, girl. I'm so proud of you, Mississippi. Bye.
Bye.
All right, what an amazing day to talk with signing agents all over the spectrum of building this business. I am so thankful that you allow me to be a small part of your journey. Whether you are a loan signing system student or not, I am just rooting for you. Every single one of us can be successful. There's truly business for all of us. Stay abundant. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you, but I just can't believe in you more than you believe in you. Bye, everybody. Let's go. Go get them.